Okay, folks, welcome back. We are live. I hope we're live at least. Let me get this situated just a little bit. I am Beta Dre, and welcome to TrpleT Clan War yet again. This time it is against RevLG. We are getting the first match set up of the night, as you can clearly see. I'm just going to make sure that the chat is up and running. That's rather strange that it says it like that. Okay, folks, so just hang in tight, and we shall see what is going to go on soon enough. I wish we had some sponsors. We could have a nice little word from our sponsors, but at the current moment, we don't have any. Although I will say this to AOL Time Warner. Thank you for increasing your cable bandwidth to all your subscribers. Way to go. Okay, I'm being told we are just waiting on the other team. Some minor stuff, not a big deal. Okay, so alrighty, folks, we are still waiting on a couple of things. Okay, I'm getting everybody together. I think I am, at least. Okay, we are still waiting. Let me just fix my hair real quick. There we go. Okay. Now you have your handsome host to look at, and we shall go from there. Okay, so we do have some people in the chat. That's good. Hopefully they can hear me. Let me get the microphone a little bit closer. There we go. Let me get that microphone just a wee bit closer. There we go. That should automatically increase the sound volume. If there are any comments about the chat, please comment, and I will get back to you as soon as I can. Just scrolling through. Sorry for the delay, folks. We are just waiting on the other team at the moment. We are simply going to try and figure this out. Let's reduce that to 3. Okay. See what's going on here. It's not that many in the chat. That's okay. We are waiting. Waiting. Yeah, the waiting game is no fun, but however, at the moment we know nothing about either of the players because we're playing a waiting game. They're not even in the party, but that's okay. We'll give you a little more background info. So the first player up for tonight for TrpleT will be Core Kryptonite, a platinum, I'm thinking Protoss, a platinum Protoss player who I've seen play and is pretty good at macro. So hopefully we'll see a nice long macro game versus TVP. Some discussion going on here, and there will be another platinum player for RevLG playing. We just don't know who yet. I'm being informed that the first person is from Team RevLG, the Royal. So we will keep that in mind. Okay. We are about to get our first matchup underway. The map has been selected. Our 2 players are up. And I must get the chat going. There we go. I see we have our friend VT Archer watching. As soon as the other 2 players accept. We are waiting. There we go. We have entered the lobby now. What's up, Archer? Glad to see we have commentators. More and more will follow eventually. The volume is already up as much as it can be. I have to bring my mouth closer to the microphone. If they can just raise it themselves a little bit, that might be better. Yeah, I really can't do much about the other stuff, but I can talk a little bit louder. That's okay. But the game volume should be fine. I'll raise it a little bit. Let me... There we go. I will talk louder if that helps. The microphone is already this close. There we go. Yeah, it's really strange with the volume because a lot of people tell me it's fine. A lot of people tell me they can hardly hear anything. I don't really know. You know, everyone has their settings put differently. So I really can't help that. Yeah. There we go. My apologies, folks. I'm going to turn the mic a little more this way so it could pick up. And the game is about to begin. I'm going to close these tabs. And we are about to go into our first game. So we have a Terran versus Protoss on the map Nimbus. Let me get this chair straightened out real quick. There we go. Alrighty, here we have on the map Nimbus spawning in the bottom left-hand corner. We have from Team The Royale. Excuse me. No, excuse me. This is from Team TrpleT. We have the pink Protoss player. Let's give it up for Core Kryptonite. And on the bottom right-hand corner, we have the Terran player spawning in purple. From Team RevLG, let's give it up, folks, for The Royale. Alright, it's a nice little logo right there from Team The Royale. This should be interesting. TVP at the Platinum level is always interesting. And here we go. Let me get a little something right there. Okay, so Terran player is putting a supply depot. More than likely going to wall off, as most Terrans do. We have a pylon coming up, so we have the production tab. And there we go, just in case you wanted to see that. It's really nice having a co-caster sometimes. You have somebody to talk to, go over incoherent facts, and ramble on about imbalance. We have a barracks going down by RevLG The Royale. And he's also going for a relatively fast refinery right after the barracks. Our Protoss player core is chrono boosting out a couple of probes. Excuse me, it's going to take me a minute to catch up. I have my retainers in. RevLG, I'm being told, it stands for Revolution Gaming. And their first representative is the Royale, the Terran player. So he's maxing out gas right here. What could this player be going for? And our Protoss player, Core Kryptonite, has already gone for an expansion. A gasless expansion, and I'm more than sure, yep, there's the gateway. We have a scout being sent out by the Royale. It's more than likely going to go in this pattern. Let's see. So he doesn't see him in the top right, and the Protoss player is getting very lucky, and he's about to see him. He's about to scout him just in the right spot. But Reaper is in production at the moment. There we go, that's the production tab. I knew something was wrong. Where's the Reaper? Protoss player has spotted where the Terran is at the moment. And we have another pylon, and we finally had a gas going down at some point, but I missed it. The Reaper is already out and scouting, so he pretty much knows where he is. He's going to be right here. Another expansion is going down, but the Protoss player is going to spout this immediately, and possibly some harass right here. No, nothing like that. So in comes the Reaper, and he spots the gateway and the cybernetics core and the 2 gas, as well as the chrono boost. Oh, the Reaper needs to get out of there before he gets squeezed in. That Reaper is very vital to the Terran player against Protoss. It is very necessary to be able to scout and keep scouting. A reactor has been added at the same time. We have several idle SCVs. The expansion is not even being built. Something very strange here, very strange strategy from the Royale. Perhaps this is the revolution in revolutionary gaming. Something interesting could happen from this. But more than likely, he is just busy because he's microing this one Reaper back and forth, slaughtering 8 workers. 9. He needs to get out of there. Mothership core is out, so that's going to pretty much stop any harass that's coming along. And he lost the Reaper. All scouting ability has been lost at this point, minus the scans. Four barracks are being put down. I've never seen this build. I like this. And a refinery is being placed. Now we're going for... The double gas is out. Oh, I'm sorry. There's a there's a factory and 3 barracks being put down. That was not an extra barracks. We have some harassment here. And this command center is going to be stalled once again. We have 22 to 22 harvesters, given that the Terran player pretty much destroyed a lot of probes from the Frost player. And here comes in the Zealot Stalker. I do believe our Terran player has enough to stop this. Yeah, 2 tech labs, pretty standard. Star Core coming out. And an engineering bay. So this supply depot is about to meet its maker right here. And the Royale is not responding well enough. I hope he doesn't let these 2 Marines die before the 6 get there. Now he can take that. Oh, here comes a Widow Mine. That's pretty much going to shut down any aggression. And we have an Immortal coming out of the robotics facility that has been built. Both players are not saturating either one of their bases. +1 has not been started by the Terran player, nor has Stimmer combat shields. This is going to pan out to an interesting game. Forge goes down by the Protoss player. Our Terran player is now using the mules by his 2nd orbital command. And Stim and combat shields have began. Our Terran player is just racking up the numbers right here. He's trying to get a sizable army. Excuse me for the yawn. right here. We got 2 sentries, immortal, another sentry. This will prevent any type of regression as the force fields will come in and block it all up. We have a probe. Medevacs are out. A medevac, excuse me. What happened to that Widow mine? Double engineering bays, yet no upgrades have been started at the 9:30 mark. I don't believe Stim will finish up by the time he gets there. This should be... Oh, is he going to see it? I think he saw a piece of it. He did see a piece of that right there. And we have Del Royale, the Terran player, about to boost in from one side while he probably runs up the ramp. As a Terran player, that's just the typical thing I like to do. Oh no. Excuse me folks, I do believe I've lost something very valuable to me. But we do have a drop going on in the expansion. And it is time to vamoose as the unnecessary photon charge, nexus over, what is this called? +1 attack is about to go down for the Protoss player. That is going to be dangerous. Doing an excellent job of just concentrating down on the probes. Pretty much the most important thing. Photon overcharge. There we go, that's what it's called. Our Terra plane is retreating now. Yeah, the 2 Marine hit squad. Yeah, he really should be going back with this. Oh, but now the Stalkers have seen it. In a way, it's sort of good that the Stalkers saw that, because now you can just follow it back right here and prevent any type of attack from happening. But we do have a probe running out. We have 2 bunkers being set up. Why? I have no idea. But 1-1 is being started by our Terran player. We have a comment about mouse. I'm not sure what that means. A 3rd is being put down by the Protoss player. We have 2 barracks on the way, making it 5 barracks total. We have 3 medevacs now and 1 for the drop right here. Is he going to take this down? I recommend he stays till he takes it down. And we have the Nexus down. Oh, this could be... That was very close. The 2 medevac squad hit squad took out the Nexus. Our Protoss player is going to be quite a bit behind, but our Terran player is floating 1,000 minerals at this point, while the Protoss player is floating over 1,000 gas. He really should put that into production into, say, oh, let's just say Colossus. But there's no robotics factory. Oh, there's one right now. He really should be putting these out. He should just use his Chrono Boost and try and macro up again, because at this point, this... Oh, we have a Colossus out indeed. Interesting. What will happen with this? I am using the arrows on my keypad. I like it. For small movements here and there, I use the keypad, but for large movements across the map, I use the mouse. It just makes things easier. There goes the 1 Viking, and he is going to do a little bit of keeping the Protoss player on his toes, but I don't think he's going to break through this bunker force. And there they go. Nothing happened. Okay, the 3rd, which is now the natural, the unnatural natural, has been built for the Protoss player. Poor Kryptonite needs to escape out of here. The Immortals are being taken down, as well as the Colossus is at very low health. Meanwhile, our Terran player does have quite the excellent setup right here, and now he's going to... And Core Kryptonite has called the GG. And our first game goes to the Terran player from Revolutionary Gaming, the Royale. Score is now 1-0. Remember, fans, it is a best of 9. It was a very interesting game. New builds being put down. A lot of harassment, back and forth drops. Excellent way to kick off the clan wars. While we wait for our next game to be set up. So we have... Okay. We are now setting up. It is going to be more than likely the Platinum Terran player, WPS Game Over, who has a very, very interesting style of play against Protoss, although we won't see that just yet because he's going up against the Terran player, the Royale, from Revolutionary Gaming. What is going on right here? I don't see at the moment. I'll bring this up on this side. There we go. While all that is being set up, feel free to go to TrpleT. I believe net. Yeah, feel free to go to TrpleT.net. That is without an I, spelled TrpleT.net. Go ahead and log into our forums. Go ahead and subscribe and see if you like to do other things. See if you'd like to add any comments of how we can improve the clan, especially if you're an outsider. If you like to see things, if you like to see special things, perhaps show matches between two certain players, we'll go ahead and consider that. Go TrpleT. So, alright fans, I'm going to turn on my AC real quick so we can cool my room off. It's getting kind of warm in here. I will turn that off momentarily as soon as the game starts. There's one item I'm missing today, but that's okay. Okay. I'm being told that the clan's name is Revelation Gaming, not Revolution Gaming. My apologies to Revelation Gaming. I do apologize for that. I'm a little held back. I can't read properly. So once again, it is the Royale. We'll be playing for Revelation Gaming. There we go. We have now a TVT match between two Platinum players. This should be very interesting. It will be on map Overgrowth. Remember that, folks, it's Revelation, not Revolution. We are now entering the lobby. Excellent. That's how Clan Wars got to be, baby. We got to snap that, get it going. Going to have blue versus red Terran. Correction, make that red Terran versus green Terran? Yes, there is a slight delay on the screen. The stream, it's about 10-second delay. That's just standard to what Twitch has set it to. I mean, XSplit has set it to. I can't change it. That is the minimum, unfortunately. Alright, this is a good map. It is called Overgrowth. Lots of good things happen on this map. This map is really something. I'm glad whoever made this map kept it. And there we go. My air conditioning unit has turned off. And let's get into it, folks. Okay, so On the top right, spawning in the top right corner from the team TrpleT, we have the Green Terran. Let's give it up for WPS Game Over. And spawning on the bottom left-hand corner from Revelation Gaming, we have our Red Terran player with a 1-0 victory over our Protoss player. Let's give it up for the Royale. Alright. It's going to be interesting to see what happens in this game. Now we have TVT. I haven't seen WPS Game Over's, we'll just call him Game Over. I haven't seen his TVT as of yet, but his TVP is very interesting. If you check out our previous Clan Wars, you will see just how interesting it really is. Let me get this up right here. There we go. Get that in there for you. Okay. Yeah, it's good there's a delay because, you know, 10 seconds later it might be too slow to react. But I don't think anyone's cheating. It's a clan war. It really should be no cheating involved. So by Game Over, we do have the secret barracks tucked away right here, right behind the gold line. A very difficult scouting area for Terrans because we generally don't like to go to those areas. And now we have the second barracks put down, but if the Royale scouts, he'll think it's his first barracks. Unless he gets a good scout in here and notices that the timing's just a slightly bit off. Let's have it right here. By the way, fans, how is my stream quality? Please let me know. I do enjoy feedback on how the stream quality is. Not my necessarily casting, but just the stream and how it's going. Okay, so the Royale does not see anything yet. We do have 2 Marines coming out. So he is properly scouting around. And by this point, I think he should be wondering, why is this barracks so late? And there's Game Over, and he sees the scout, sees the refinery. And where are these Marines going? They are going to take the watchtower. 2 Marines already out by the Royale. And a bunker is being placed. You would think hiding in barracks means aggression, but apparently that's not the case. And Game Over, hopefully he saw the factory right there. Factory is in production. More Marines are being sent to the watchtower. Now we have 2, 3 Marines, 4 running down, and a 5th one almost on the way. He's taking over this watchtower. There could be some early game aggression by Game Over. We have 3 Marines running down here, and the Royale is supply blocked. Both players are close to being supply blocked, so it's going to be very difficult. And we have an engagement right here at the natural of the Royale, the Red Terran. He pulls back, seeing that there's only 3. Now he probably sees there's more than 3. At this point he should be running out, producing more. Oh, this is going to be dangerous. Should run up the ramp and protect those 2 Marines. They're very crucial right now. Here comes some SCVs to buffer the damage. And to little or no avail, as they lost the SCVs, and he's probably going to lose his command center too, folks. So we have 5 Marines. 2 trying to take out the command center, 3 running up the tower. He should just pull all the SCVs at this point. There really is no point in trying to... Okay, he's literally about to die. He needs to attack with everything he has. He needs to attack and buffer all this out as much as he can before this command center goes down. Will he get the cancel in time? No, he won't. He just lost 400 minerals, folks. And there's the Hellion. He shouldn't send the Hellion alone. The Royale needs to attack with everything he has. That Hellion would have done some excellent buffer damage. The Royale is in a very tight spot at this point. He needs to attack with all his Marines, all his SCVs, and if that Hellion was there, that would have been great. I don't think that siege tank's going to make it out in time. He is supply blocked after all. Meanwhile, Game Over has got 3 barracks at this point, and he's expanding. It is looking hopeless for our red player, Red Terran player from Revelation Gaming. And there we go. 1 Marine is not taking action. This is going to be very difficult as more Marines are streaming down the map. I don't think he'll be able to hold this. I don't think what is going to happen here. So he does use a scan, but I want to say waste, mainly because that tank is getting a little too close to the ridge. A little too close right there. Oh. He is defended now. There's nothing that can penetrate. One tank trumps 5 Marines easily. And we are starting up with another command center for De Royale, a Red Terran player. Let us check out what's going on down here. So we do not have any add-ons as of yet. Game Over is simply going to marine up. I think he's pretty safe right here. He's got the bunker. He's pretty safe. We have all gases being harvested now, and we have another starport. Game Over is going up to 5 racks. 5 racks. This is very strange. More than likely he's going to finish off De Royale with some kind of drop, because at this point he knows he has 1 tank. Probably he'll get a second one out and drop it right here. So more than likely a drop would be coming of some kind. He's getting tanks of his own, engineering bay and armory. Let's see what the SCV count. SCV count for De Royale is 15. Meanwhile for Game Over it is 27 and climbing. He is somewhat saturating his natural, somewhat I say. And his main is about to be oversaturated. But he does have a tank protecting himself, so he's pretty comfortable with that. The natural is finally up for De Royale. And as we look over here, he is now producing 2 Marines at a time, and there it is, a second tank, very wise. But we do not have an engineering bay for upgrades. Those upgrades are going to be very crucial as TvT goes on to the late game. We do not have any weapons upgrades going down. While we do have a second armory. I do believe this indicates that he is going mech. But why would you do that when you've already gone 5 barracks? Just turning it into a wild game, folks. A very wild game. So we got 2 tanks running up there. This could actually do some damage because he is pretty much blocked in. There's nothing he can do. And this Viking could get killed if it flies over these Marines. I do believe they are on A command. Move across the map. But I do believe this barracks also saw it. So it's going to be very interesting to see what happens right here. If the Royale can siege up right here, he could do some serious damage to the front while he attempts to macro up, which he is not doing at the very moment. That Viking is going to be met with some opposition, as both of these will probably get destroyed. Nope. The Royale will lose. Oh, they both lost at the same time. Interesting. I did not know that. So, what do we have here? We have another Marine running across the map. We have no Stimmer combat shields for De Royale. Meanwhile, combat shields are done for WPS Game Over. And Stim is almost done. 1-1 mechanical upgrades for armor and attack are being upgraded, strangely. But no ground upgrades. He is causing quite a bit of damage, but down here at the natural we had some sort of attack. Now the natural is somewhat fortified. We have another tank protecting that area right there. The score right now is 1-0 in favor of Revelation Gaming. This is game number 2 for some of our members in the chat that are asking. We have another command center by Game Over and a second starport. Where's the... I didn't see... Oh, there's the fusion core. My apologies, fans. Hey, how you doing, Shadowfry? So, battlecruiser is out, and this will pretty much end the siege tank aggression because he does not have Marines to take this out. And there is no Stimmer combat shields either. Yep, that's pretty much going to end it right there. This is looking grim for De Royale. That's not going to help. That medevac would have helped earlier. He probably could have leapfrogged siege tanks. Yes, at this point 2 Vikings at a time are being produced. He might want to get rid of that barracks right there. And he might want to recall that medevac. I don't know what is going on. Scan's been made. 3 tanks by De Royale. 2 Vikings are out. He has some protection against the battlecruiser, but not enough. Two weapons upgrades are now being made by Game Over. This battlecruiser attack is really going to do something right here, especially with all these marauders and stim bio and combat shields. De Royale has to have by now seen this barracks. I don't believe there's going to be enough to stop it, especially without any upgrades. These upgrades are coming in way too late. Another Viking. If he could get out 2 more, that might actually help. But the green forces from Game Over, which you players are probably seeing blue. No. Okay. This is going to be very difficult. He has to do this very well. I mean, he has stim, he'll knock him out, but not against 3 tanks. Game Over has headed back, and he's probably going to macro up on his 3rd. Meanwhile, De Royale gets a 3rd at this very moment. Wow, he is going 2 at a time with 2 starports, but he's not going 4 at a time. This will be very interesting as we see this game. There we go, right here. No weapons upgrades for the infantry, but weapons upgrades for for the armored units, for the mech units, I should say. It's about to be 2-2. Without a doubt, 3-3 is going to build immediately after that. Game Over does have 3 bases. And the army supplies are just about the same, interestingly. What's the SCV count? 50 and 50, wow. This is very interesting. I think the Royale is going to go ahead and go for a push on the 3rd base, not knowing that a couple of Marines and Marauders are running from the right side of the map right here. He might get caught off guard, but then again, there is a tank right there. And more than likely, he'll turn this into an orbital before he goes. So, here goes the Royale's forces as Game Over tries to come in from the right side. I think he's going to notice that there is no 4th right here. And more than likely... Oh, he's running those right up there. No, pull the Vikings back. Pull them back, pull them back, pull them back. Siege up. And do we have stim? We have stim. There we go. We have an attack coming right here. The units are coming back from Game Over. I think these Marines will take out this battlecruiser. Another stim. Excellent micro by De Royale. That was amazing. There we go. He pretty much cut that army down to size. Forced his units to come back. I think that was a little slight miss micro right there. But he did make out of it. 3-3 is halfway done for Game Over for his mechanical units. And just now, infantry upgrades are being made 1-1. And 3-3 is almost done for Game Over, as well as +2 ground armor. Strange. Why wouldn't he go for the straight up attack? But the counterattack is on the way, folks. We have 2 Ravens probably going to knock out all the Marauder concussive shells and the Viking shells. This could be really bad for De Royale. And Game Over is now taking the gold base comfortably due to the fact that the army's sitting right here. 2 medevacs right now would allow for a drop. You could get into Game Over's base right here and possibly do some kind of damage, force the army back, buying yourself more time. But of course it's only possible if you can see the entire map. And there goes one scouting Marine. And the Marine doesn't see anything. He thinks he's safe for now, so he's going to take that 3rd. Game Over, I believe, I'm being asked when did Game Over join the team. Game Over joined the team when it was quite a while ago, as I recall. Ah, thank you for the awesome voice. It's not exactly the golden voice, I don't belong on radio, but It is the blue snowball microphone that I have that is clarifying everything. That's probably the reason why it's crisp clean, as I try and have those things ready for casting and streaming. So we do have an attack on the gold base, but even at this point, Game Over is so far ahead as far as macro terms, because he has been harvesting from this for a while. Here come the Vikings. He goes away. Oh, it's launched. That Marauder needs to stim and get the hell out of there. Nope, it failed. Excellent kiting done by the Royale. That might be the one thing that's saving him in this game, but the Bioforces are coming down, and he is going to take him out right there. We do have a ground battle going on right here. The Vikings are not catching up to the battle cruisers. And there's a tank. That one needs to go straight in. Oh, that would have been great had that actually worked out. And more kiting by the Vikings of the Royale. Wow, Royale is putting up quite a fight right here. He's kiting excellent. Unfortunately, you cannot kite away from Yamato cannons. The army count now heavily favors Game Over, as he does have some heavy units right here with 3-3. Amazing. Yeah, this is going to snowball out of control at this point. That base is going to be almost untouchable. More Vikings. If he's making 4 at a time, yes he is. More Marines. But Game Over is already on his way. He has a lot of damaged battle cruisers. He might stand a chance if he kites perfectly and he stims the Marines and he focus fires down the battle cruisers. He might have a chance. But even then, that's going to be difficult. There we go. Game Over is going from the right side to attack. And I do believe he just barely... Nope. He didn't see that. Game Over is going to stay right here. His third is going to get attacked. He's not going to know about it. So there goes a mule. He's probably going to repair the battle cruisers. Yeah, this is not going to be good. Oof. Ooh, the repair is coming. Oh, that's too late. The third is gone. That's pretty much going to be GG at this point. Oh, he needs to pull those away. Oh, they broke. Get that one Marine out of there, and he does. More Vikings on the way. Oh, within tank fire, this should do a lot of damage. And now the Vikings are going to try and clean up the battle cruisers. He's already getting so many free hits off right here as the ground forces are cleaned up. I can't believe the Royale is actually going to hold this off. Battle cruisers are going to their death. What's going on here? He just lost all the battle cruisers. The Royale just put himself back in this game as he has a sizable army over Game Over. Will he take his third back and possibly get a fourth? He needs this so he can macro back up. That was amazing. I think Game Over is kicking himself right now at this point because that was a lot of battle cruisers lost for no reason. And now we have Royale pulling in from the left side, trying to go after the gold base. He's going to lose some of his Vikings, unfortunately. We do have an attack. The tanks are sieged. There we go. He needs to get 2 of these tanks even closer. Excellent. There he goes. Reinforcements being built, but they need to be sent up right here because I do believe a big battle is about to occur. He is destroying this 4th base while he gets his 3rd and his 4th build at the same time. Now he's going to attempt to kite against the battle cruisers. Marines need to get involved. He has a lot of Vikings here. I do believe all these battle cruisers will be taken out in no time. Especially with the excellent kiting that he's doing, but he's not required at this point. Oh man. The Royale has brought himself back in this game royally. Quite a revelation happening from the Revelation Gamer. Representing his team with incredible pride. As he has taken on the 4th, the gold base, which has been almost mainly mined out. But he has knocked out the army count and the army values are now equal. Now he's going for a side attack over here. Hoping that the Royale, and hoping that Game Over doesn't realize it because the majority of the action is right here. He is running out around here. This might catch him off guard. As he continues the battle over here, all the battle cruisers are concentrated over here. We went to see what happens. The Royale needs to go ahead and run his forces up there. There's really not much that can stop him. And we have another attack coming right here. Vikings are not kiting. They're actually being stopped by the point defense drones. Ooh, he just lost control in a second. The Royale needs to run these forces up right there. I don't know what he's doing keeping them right here. There's plenty of Marines and Vikings are on the way even more. So we got a running up right here. We have another attack. Need to siege the tank up. Get the Vikings out of there. Kite, kite, kite. Take them out. Take them out. He needs to attack with the Vikings. He can take out a lot. Oh, no, no, no. He just pulled the attack back. He lost all his Vikings right there. Oof, this is not good. The Royale just pretty much had an excellent lead at some point. And a great chance to catch up. He did fight hard, but he unfortunately lost it at some point. This attack came a little too late. He would have cleaned up some serious stuff at that point, but now we have the attack coming in. And it doesn't even matter that the Royale has this 4th base because all the forces are right there. This will pretty much end the game, folks. This is not enough Vikings with... Oh, +2 weapon upgrade. Interesting. He needs to repair this immediately, right now. While the Marines are down there trying to take out every single battlecruiser, he needs to run everybody in there. He needs to get all his forces in there and attack immediately. Stim and run in there, attack. Ooh, there goes one battlecruiser. The 3rd is saved. But the Yamato cannons are just too much for the Royale. He is pretty much incredibly outgunned at this point. But here come more Vikings attempting to kite and attack, kite and attack. This might do it. There goes another battlecruiser about to fall down. And here might come another one. He is retreating for some reason. He can take these out no problem. We have more units being streamed down the map, more battlecruisers, more Marines. This will inevitably end the game. But he is trying to take these things out. Oh, he's going to run right in the line of the Marines. He must get out of there. What is the range on these guys? More Vikings 4 at a time are coming in, but he needs to attack from the bottom half. Some missile turrets would really help out at this point. Game over is nearly maxed out and he's floating 2,000 minerals. I don't think this stream of attacks is going to stop. Let's look at the lost unit tab. It is almost equal for both players. He is taking down battlecruiser after battlecruiser, folks. This could go on forever. Here come 2 more Vikings right there. There goes another battlecruiser. He is stalling with amazing efficiency, although these SCVs need to be put to work. He has split them up. But I think this is a pretty good stronghold right here. These Ravens are going to hold. And these SCVs are all probably going to die. There's just too much DPS right here at any given point. And this is going to allow Game Over to know that there's a 5th base right there. And once he cleans that up, it's pretty much going to be over. And the Royale calls GG. Victory to WPS Game Over for TrpleT. The score is now tied up, 1-1. GG indeed, my friend. That is GG. Next, I'm sure will be a diamond player from Team Revelation Gaming. Yeah, Shadowfry, I do remember you. I don't even believe you left the clan, but that's fine. Yes, I'll be okay to run this. Oh, and he did do it. Excellent. So it looks like Revelation Gaming is now going to summon Unicorn Boy to see if he can take down WPS. Game over. The ready process has been cancelled. Okay, so I've been promoted to leader now, so I'm going to run this. And it appears we are going to King Sejong Station. And there we go, create his party. Alrighty, Unicorn Boy, and there we go. We have the right players on now. Are both players ready? We are going to go ahead and start the game. It is going to be TVZ. It's quite alright, man. There's plenty of time. I'm referring to Shadowfire. There's plenty of time to contribute. Just many things you can do. That's what a clan is. People putting everything together to make stuff happen. Alrighty, we are now on King Sejong Station, and spawning in the top left hand corner we have our blue Zerg player. Let's give it up for Revelation Gaming's Unicorn Boy. Alright, and at the bottom right hand corner, our current winner, helping TrpleT get a 1-1 standoff. Let's give it up for the Green Terran from TrpleT. WPS, game over. Alrighty, so we have the production tabs up and we have both players' name on the top, in case anyone's confused. So we're just going to hold on for a second and we're going to see how this looks right here. It looks perfectly fine. Okay. There we go. So we do have an Overlord Scout that's coming up, and more than likely we're going to see a wall off by game over. As this is Zerg, you must wall off no matter what. Maybe we could. I'm going to go ahead and pop the chat out. That way I can monitor my CPU usage. Not that it needs to be monitored, but you know. Not going to make a difference to me, really. Go ahead and somebody type in the chat room, please, so I can make sure that the pop-out chat is working, in fact. Ooh, we have a sneaky barracks being built. Now, see, I have a problem with this. Against Zerg, it's very difficult to get these sneaky things off. I recommend not doing them simply because of the fact that these overlords will scout them and you're pretty much going to end up behind. But an expansion did go down by Unicorn Boy, and I'll just simply call him Unicorn to make things easier in this game. No gas yet by our Terran player, more than likely a 1-Rax fast expand. Oh no, I'm sorry, there is another barracks, so there will be no 1-Rax fast expand. It's probably not going to happen. And this Overlord right here, he is supply blocked. Unicorn is supply blocked, and as if after he takes this one, I'll have even more supply blocked. But I don't think Unicorn has seen it yet. No, not yet. He has not seen it at all. Yep, the pop-out works. Thank you very much. Folks, if you're watching, go ahead and tell your friends to check out this excellent clan war. And, wow, the Marine went right past the Zerglings, didn't even notice it. I think it's because this was scouted. Another Marine comes running out. I don't know what Unicorn is going to accomplish with this. He should have paid attention and tried to take that out. These 6 Zerglings are pretty much blocked in. They're not going to get through no matter what happens. However, there is a bunker that went down right here. 2 bunkers. And now He needs to take these Zerglings back. There's nothing he can accomplish right here. This is going to be dire. Absolute dire. Oh, he is blocking himself in. Amazing strategy. The Zerglings are not going to get the surround. This could take out the hatchery indefinitely. But a Spine Crawler is going down. And a bunker is going up at the natural for game over, as well as an expansion in the main. Probably going to float that over. So game over does have a long-term plan, given that this fails. Ooh, I don't know what these 2 queens are going to do. And these 6 Zerglings won't do much other than buffer some damage. 3 queens now are trying to take out this bunker. And this 3rd queen really isn't doing anything at this point. Zerglings are attacking in. This bunker might actually go down with minimal damage taken to Unicorn. Bravo, bravo. Look at that. Minimal damage was taken to Unicorn Boy, and I do believe he is up now, as far as economy is. And there are Zerglings running down right here, but this bunker is already done. And the barracks is now being floated over. 2 more bunkers are going up, but I believe this one should be enough just to control everything. What is he doing with his barracks? Is he trying to get a scout? He could use that barracks to get more, but okay. So a 2nd and a 3rd is going down. I guess he figures since he's behind, he might as well get behind a little bit more in attempts to get even or get ahead at this point. Because 3 bunkers are down, and nothing is going to go through that at that point. Queens are attacking the barracks. Well played, Unicorn. Well played indeed. Absolutely. Wow, what's going on here? No, we got an engineering bay. Game over, I believe, is afraid of getting Baneling busted at this point. He's going to do a quick scout, see what's going on here. He will realize that not many tech buildings, other than the Roach Swarm, which I believe he has missed. So Game Over does not know that there's a Roach Horn on the way, but he is well protected. I mean, let's face it. We have a wall of bunkers right here, and a 3rd is taken by a Unicorn in anticipation of this command center. Let's see the harvester count. We have 39 for the Zerg against 23 from the Terran player, although that could change relatively fast due to the fact that there are 3 command centers. And the barracks makes it out alive, and it does not see anything here. However, if he does swing around to the right a little bit, he will notice that there is in fact a Roach Horn. Total map control by Unicorn Boy. And this Overlord might possibly well die, as we have semi-decent creep spread. The creep is attached from the natural of the 3rd that will allow the Zerglings to run back and forth rapidly, as well as the Roaches and Udas, and the Hydras, if any are going to be produced. I doubt it at this point. I don't see a Hydraless den. But the Roach Warren is down, and he is well prepared for any ground attack that might be coming his way, even though there isn't. Yeah, Game Over at this point is rapidly spending his money on defense. I don't know why, though. He didn't see a Baneling nest anywhere. There's the production tab back again. I didn't see it. You know, stim shields, that would be great right about now. He certainly has the minerals for it, but a siege tank would do far more damage. He is going for a planetary fortress. No, no, no. You need this to macro. You need this to macro. He's going super defensive at this point. I don't know why. Roaches are being made. Now we have 53 against 34 workers in favor of the Zerg player. Wow. Unicorn Boy has total map control this entire game. He has units everywhere. He can see everything. Every expansion, every corner. Waiting around for drops. There has to be... There we go. There's the factory. There must be some upgrades coming too. You need stim and shields if you're going to fight the Zerg army. It's far more important than this planetary fortress that you have in production. The SCV has scouted the third, and more than likely there will be a fourth coming. At this point, the Zerg player can't afford it. We have massive amounts of Roaches with 1-1 about to be completed. This could do serious damage, folks. He will take out those bunkers one hit at a time, but it has been scouted. Game Over should just run all his forces up right here to make sure everything's defended. Third is being blocked at this point. Is he going to go around? That would be not foolish, but he wouldn't. He at least wouldn't take the hits from the two bunkers. There it is, right there. And he notices that there is a blockade. He's being attacked from all corners. The Roaches are going to disappear, but not before the planetary fortress. He needs to keep fighting and make sure. Ooh, Game Over unfortunately walled himself in. There went the planetary fortress, and these two bunkers are more than likely going to go. Yeah, there goes that bunker. And Unicorn is still ahead, and he's caused so much damage, and he's causing more economic damage. We do have another scout going here by Game Over, and the creep is being spread out of control at this point. No stim yet, not even in production. Combat shields is not even been researched. Game Over is doing the opposite of what he did last game, where he just watched the other player, the Royale, not build any upgrades. He's doing that in this case. Our third player is now building a Spire, of which he will more than likely use to run Marines around the map because of the Mutalic speed, and we do have Hydralisks. This is not looking good for Game Over. He is outnumbered 50. He's outnumbered 2-1 in supply. To answer some of the questions in chat, he's playing a Zerg player because he won the game and he moved on, and Team Revelation picked a Zerg player to match him. Tech Lab is being built a little too late. Those stim and combat shields are extremely necessary against the mutas that are about to come out, but even then against this Hydra Roach build, those are also necessary as well. No upgrade whatsoever to the ground army. This is not going to look good. This engagement will pretty much finish off Game Over, because there is a changeling right there and he's telling him everything. Here comes the main engagement right here, and the army supply is way too much in favor of the Zerg army. That one siege tank is not going to do much, but these bunkers are going to protect. A fourth is being taken by Unicorn. While he's at it, he might as well take the fifth. He's got so much money. And we do have a macro hatch coming down in between the third and the fourth. There are no... Finally, Stim is being researched. That could turn the game around if he gets that. And if he takes the third... Excuse me for yawning. Let's take a look at the Control A. Wow, the army supply is double in favor of our Zerg player. Here come the mutas, probably going to do two-pronged attacks now because there pretty much just is no defense over here. Corvid reactors being researched for some strange reason. Now is not the time for mutas. Yet Game Over will more than likely do something crazy. He's attempting to move out on the map, but it's too late. He doesn't have enough units. Stim is a good 50 seconds away from being complete. Hopefully he can hold off until then. 4 barracks, completely unnecessary. He needs to get a command center up and going and macro out on this. He needs to take this out right here, so at least he can macro up. And he needs to get missile turrets up, because at this point he should suspect that mutas are coming out on the map. A little bit of aggression right here in the left-hand corner. And the almost maxed out forces of the Zerg player Unicorn, excuse me, are about to pummel this force right here, simply because there are no upgrades. Stim is almost about to be done, but it doesn't matter at this point. There is no ground army for Game Over. What will he be doing? So the third is being blocked, and our Zerg player, who is still maxed out, is pretty much, yep, there he is. Mutalisks are taking out all the tanks, and Stim is complete just in time, but The tanks are gone. Gonna take out all the tech labs. Gonna hit and run out of there. He's gonna run these Marines around the map all day. Ooh, those Marines would have really helped support that missile turret. And now, pretty much at this point, the orbital command is gonna be gone if it doesn't get down there in time. Ooh, that's gonna force them. Oh, we have a battle cruiser. Ooh, direct hit from the Seeker missile, causing massive amounts of damage to these ridiculously fast healing mutas. A battle cruiser is out now. Stim is complete. This is going to turn into a very interesting game. Interesting in the fact that Game Over is probably going to put up an amazing fight. But at this point, with 5 bases, 6 hatcheries, I don't see much that Game Over can do. I mean, Unicorn is maxed out at this point with a infestation pit out. More than likely we're gonna see it anywhere. No, I don't see an Ultraless den anywhere, and the attack is coming down right here. The mutas are gonna be somewhat cleaned up, but at this point he's gonna be running them around the map uncontrolled. And we have another army coming down from the bottom left-hand corner. He is going to clean up this third. At that point, I think it will be GG because there's not much he can do. He is between a rock and a hard place, folks. This command center is going down extremely fast. Most of the workers are too. Ooh, Game Over is really behind. Meanwhile, you got the mutas still running around causing severe amounts of damage. There it is. Here's the final holdout. He's going to attempt to do some kind of drop. What's going on right here? Our Zerg player is trying to run up the map. The battlecruiser is done. These bunkers are going down slowly. And the drop has been cleaned up by the Queens. Game Over has called it GG. Taking the game is Revelations Gaming Unicorn Boy. Brings the score now to 2-1. As we prep for the next game. Okay. Let me see right here. Okay, so let me remove from party. Okay, so I do believe I'm gonna get this next game set up real quick. Oops, that is not it right there. Okay, so who is next? Who will be ready? Alright, so we're pretty much running out of people at this point. Let me see our options for our players right here. Okay, so I'm going to invite to party. It is going to be our Zerg player Infinite. And there we go. So he's going to pick a map and I'm going to get that set up. One sec, he says, no problem. Overgrowth. Okay. Are we allowed to do maps over and over again? No objections, so we will go back to Overgrowth, and it will be a ZVZ matchup. Let me get this in there. Okay, so creative party. Okay, so we have Unicorn Boy up against Infinite. Ready, players? Are we ready? We're going to start the game. Okay. Yeah, it's true. I mean, I just didn't think we could pick that early. You know, doubling up on the maps. I mean, this early. I mean, come on. Alright, spawning on the bottom left-hand corner is our blue Zerg player from Team TrpleT. We have Infinite. And spawning on the top right-hand corner, our red Zerg from Team Revelation Gaming. Let's give it up for Unicorn Boy. So at the current moment, Unicorn Boy is leading 2-1 in favor of Team Revelation Gaming. And looks like pretty standard right here. Build this, build here. We're just gonna give it a minute so it can pick up. Let's see what happens. Another Overlord is built. I'm gonna cool off my room real quick, folks. It's getting kind of hot in here. This way, that way it doesn't pick it up as much. Oops, sorry, my mouse went a little crazy right there. So we have a spawning pool built by both players, almost identical. This could be Zergling Bane versus Zergling Bane. Don't ask me how I know, it's simply from experience of watching Zerg players play. Expansion taken by both players almost identically. Almost identically. Should be interesting to see what happens. 2 base Baneling attack. Baneling Zergling attack. There we go. My Zerg vocabulary is dying bit by bit. No gas for Infinite, however we do see gas from Unicorn Boy. What could this mean other than metabolic boost, obviously? And 2 queens coming out for Infinite. This should be interesting. One at a time, of course. Metabolic boost is not being researched yet. However, Infinite is getting his extractor up right now. And there we have more larvae in production, as 2 Zerglings run up the map from Infinite to see what's going on. Little attack right here. This Overlord might be taken out. That would be catastrophic at this point, because it is way too early to be losing an Overlord, but it's more than likely going to go, as we have 2 Zerglings running down the map right here. More than likely just scouting. Wow, Infinite did lose that Overlord, and that did cause him to be supply blocked at this point. Yeah, Queen needs to get rid of that Zergling before he gets a proper scout. Looks like both players are going for a macro-based game. Metabolic boost is on the way for Unicorn, as well as a Baneling Nest and a Spine Crawler. I think Infinite is going for a more macro-based game with the Spine Crawler as defense and 3 queens. It's very interesting. There's the Baneling Nest. Oh, Roach Warren going down for Infinite, as well as 2 Evo Chambers. So he's probably going for a heavy ground attack army right here. Metabolic boost is complete, but what does this look like? Lair is not being built, is being upgraded by Unicorn Boy, but no lair tech just yet for Infinite. And this attack is going to be easily thwarted off. 2 queens, Spine Crawler. Not much is going to happen. He's seen the Roach Warren at this point. He's expecting a heavy Roach composition to come out. Good thing he's got the Banelings to do some serious damage. Or so I think. I'm no expert on Zerg as far as the incredible damage. No, it's a pretty good wall. He's not going to get through at all. Another attempt. Little prod and poke, but nothing happens. More than likely at this point, Unicorn will take a third, knowing that Infinite is simply just walling up back there, macroing up. He might as well take a third just to get himself ahead, just in case something happens. If anything, he'll have the larva for some extra damage. One upgrades is coming down for Infinite, and a Spire is going down for Unicorn. He's going to get the fast early advantage, early air advantage. There goes the extractor to save the Zergling. Ooh, that Zergling's going to disappear. Nope. Just in time come the 2 Speedlings to save the day. And Unicorn takes his third. This is going to take a minute to get going, folks. I apologize if I seem bored. Tunneling claws are not being researched. I'm sorry, Galil reconstruction claws, not tunneling. I do believe that is for Banelings. Let us check over here. Centrifuge the hook. No. I guess they're called tunneling claws. We do have Speedlings running down the map. I don't believe he will break through this game. Yeah, I don't think this will be broken through. There's just too much defense right here, and he sees the roaches at this point. Let's see how much more is going on. Roaches are running up to the third. I do believe this has been spotted, but these mutas are going to clean it up, and it's going to be bad news for Infinite, because I don't think he's going to be able to take this third down with all these roaches. Ooh. Infinite immediately needs to put down some spore crawlers, because this is not looking good. Hydulus Den is going down, however, I think it's going to come out a little too late. But he does have roaches being sent up to the right side to distract more, but they are going to get caught off guard by these Zerglings. And a surround, more than likely not going to happen, but this third is in extreme danger, folks. This third is in extreme danger. These mutas are going to come around and clean up this map. If anything, they're going to supply block Infinite severely. This is going to put Unicorn extremely ahead. Wow. Yeah, I don't know why that happened, but that sent him back severely. And he lost his third. And the remainder of his roaches are pretty much done for. Anything could still happen. However, I don't think much. Because Unicorn simply does have the air advantage. This is going to get real ugly, folks. He's going to come in from this side and just attack. Even the 2 spore crawlers I don't think will be enough to thwart it off. He is just waiting to mass up mutas with the 1-1 attack. And then he will more than likely strike when the time is right. force of mutas more than likely will be cleaned up due to the fact that it's just overwhelming. Queens are not transfusing properly. There should have been a spore crawler here somewhere. And that thwarts down the Mutalisks. But why is that? Zerglings are just waiting to run in there and attack and clean up the rest of the queens. Once that happens, it will be over. Third is once again denied. And here come the roaches out about to get slaughtered because the mutas are standing right there. This is not good. He's sacrificing his forces. Infinite is going to be very behind at this point. He does have 1-1 mutas and 1-1 roaches, but he's going to have to move with the spine crawler in order to make something happen because nothing else is going to happen without those spore crawlers, excuse me. A couple more mutalisks and something should be able to be done right here. Looks like we're going to have a final battle right here. At least I think it's going to be final. Two is almost done for Infinite. This might actually swing things around. Because now, oh yeah, it's done. So 14 damage at a time with very fast attack speed. There's payback for the overlords that were killed. Infinite's gonna have to swing around. These mutas are out on the warpath right here. They're on the creepy spots. Then 3 more overlords could die. If he doesn't engage properly right here, this could be it. This could be the final battle. Attack, attack, attack. Why is nobody attacking? The mutas have been overwhelmed. And there's a hatchery going down right here in the gold for Infinite. Very cheeky play, as our Canadians would call it. So 4th and a 5th base. And it is going to get scouted and taken out almost immediately at this point. Because he does see it. I do hope Infinite sees this and he does go after it because it is almost done. Does he go after it? He really should. There you go. I think he's noticed it by now. Okay, so this is going to be destroyed pretty much because I don't think it's going to stand at all. So, we lost that hatchery. Wow, Infinite is pretty ahead right now, even in upgrades. You get that 3rd one. Yeah, he's doing pretty good actually. But here come the forces of Game Over. We got Banelings, we got Mutalisks, we got Zerglings. This could end it right here, folks. And 4 more overlords are going to die immediately. Infinite has not demonstrated very good skill with controlling his overlords at this moment. I think he's had them auto-rallied to so many places. He is once again going to be supply blocked as he attempts to take this out. Queens are coming. That is a very good thing. I don't know if pre-splitting is good, but this is going to get ugly. Ooh. The roaches should have ran right forward. That was terrible. That was a terrible engagement. Infinite lost so much right there. He's going to have to mass up Hydralisk yet again. What is the count? 55 to 70? Yeah, that's not that much. Won't make too much of a difference, but macro-wise, Unicorn is way ahead of our blue Zerg player from TrpleT. 3 more roaches get picked off instantly. 6 are going to get picked off. Those tunneling claws will not come in handy. I believe he's just trying to get the scout off. And he will scout this. So in response, Infinite does get the 4th right there. As we do have the forces of Infinite trying to gather up, trying to gain some strength. He does not have 3-3. I think that would be vital in this stage of the game against the air. Ooh, but the Hydralisks do have, the Mutalisks do have 2+2 weapon upgrades. And here come the mass swarm of Zerglings right here. Well, it's not a mass swarm, but let's just say it's enough. Gonna clean up on this side. An attack is going to happen around the 3rd. This is going to get taken out more than likely. Ooh, he's got to pay attention over here. The bang battle is over here. And he does hold off the 3rd. He should really send the roaches out to take care of the Zerglings on the left-hand side, while the mutas clean up on the right-hand side. Both players are leveled out. Let me control A real quick. The army values are pretty much equal. fourth has been taken by both players. He might catch him. Why is he building so many roaches? He needs the anti-air. He shouldn't be building this many roaches. This force right here could literally clean all this up right here. Why is he splitting up his units? I don't know too much about Zerg, but I don't think you split mutas up like that. Or excuse me, Hydralisks like that. It doesn't really make too much sense. Oh, this could be dangerous, but he is going for the fourth, so he doesn't even know about this. Ooh. He takes out that fourth. Put the roaches in front, and you won't suffer that much. That's the best I can tell. Okay, now he's going to have the roaches pretty much just attack the fourth. He really should go mass Hydralisks. There's really no reason to keep getting roaches, but the fourth is taken down. And we have more overlords on their way to their deaths at this point. More Hydralisks are being built. The Mutaforce remains from Unicorn. Not much is happening. The fourth is down for Unicorn. There you go. 2 Spore Crawlers would really help out right there. We do have more Hydras on the way. I don't know if it'll be enough. Not against this. This might be a little too much. He needs to back up behind the Spore Crawler. Or he could just flat out attack. More Hydras are popping out. This is going to look very favorable now for Infinite. Not much damage has occurred. Spore Crawlers have been taken out, but now he's getting a more Hydralisk heavy composition as the Infestation Pit is going down for our blue Zerg player Infinite. Probably going to try and get some Infestors, or possibly... I'm not too sure what you would do to counter this. I lack a lot of knowledge in ZVZ, as you can clearly tell. But these Hydras I do believe will cause significant amount of damage, as they do have +2 attack. Creep spread is going excellent for Infinite. However, for Unicorn, he is not doing much creep spread at all. The creeps are not even connected from base to base. Not even from the first to the natural, but... Oh wow. Chitinous plating is being researched, and that is out of the Ultralisk Cavern, as the engagement occurs down here. So it does look like he's going for Ultras to clean up his ground army, as well as have the Mutas flying down and try and destroy everything. But he will not be able to build that many Ultras, simply because of the fact that they take forever to build, and his supply is already heavily into Mutas. But we shall see what happens. So a fourth goes down, and a fifth is up at the same time. Ooh, this force. If Infinite can possibly expand one more time and control his units properly, he could run away with a victory in this game. Although 3 Ultras are on the way, and they will have Chitinous plating and +2 attack, which could be devastating at this point. But only 3. And they do take forever. Excuse me, my mouse went crazy. We do have more Roaches and Hydras coming on the way, but this force right here could do significant damage. It is not spotted yet. He is going to the left. I don't think he sees it. And we have an engagement right here, close to Unicorn's base. These Ultras are cleaning house, and the Mutas will pretty much clean if anything that's left over from here. I just don't see this happening for Infinite. He's going to have to call GG after this, unfortunately. His entire... Right, no. Entire army? No, not all of his army has been cleaned up. He does have a residual force back here, which he should have taken with him. That would have severely helped him clean up against these Ultras. +3 would have helped out significantly, and these Mutas are flying around the map. Might get caught by the Hydras. Nope, he did see them. He is taking a fifth, but the Mutas are about to fly around the map, wreaking havoc. There goes another Roach, and the army is going to have to be pulled. No, he's going for the 5th. He's going for the 5th. He's going to have to pull the Hydras back if he wants to save that 5th. That was a smart move, but I don't think it can take this many Ultras. I just don't think it could happen. 2-2 is great, but I just don't think he can do it. There's too many Ultras here. That's way too much damage. Way too much damage is happening right here. Ultras and Mutas, this is a game-ending composition, folks. That is, I do believe that's going to be GG. He's down 100 supply at this point. And this composition is not going to help him out at all. That chitinous plating has more than made up its money for Unicorn, the red Zerg player. And the 4th base for Infinite is about to be taken out. At the same time, the army is going to be taken out by a very small force. And the GG is called by Infinite. Victory for Revelation Gaming's Unicorn Boy. Brings it to 3-1. And we are going to get this set up. Our next player is being chosen at this very second. Okay, so it will be the Terran player Take My Hand. And I am going to invite him into the group. So we do have Take My Hand, a excellent Terran player. So we will have a TVZ for match number 5. And Catalina has been chosen. Alright, let us get this. Alright, so we will have Take My Hand versus Unicorn Boy. So this should be very interesting. And hence the game has begun. It's a nice little picture of an infested marine. Alright, spawning in the top almost right hand corner of this map, Catalina, we have our blue Zerg player from the team Revelation Gaming. Folks, let's give it up for Unicorn Boy. And in the middle left hand corner of this map, Catalina, spawning as the red Terran, let's give it up for TrpleT's Take My Hand. Alright, there are the 2 tabs that everybody enjoys to watch. This should be a very interesting game. I know for a fact Take My Hand is an excellent player at TVZ, and we have seen Unicorn Boy stomp around Terran players so far in this clan war, but we shall see what comes of this. Adjust this real quick, my hand is killing me. There we go, much better. So it looks like Unicorn Boy will be, as I turn up the AC, looks like Unicorn Boy will be sending out an Overlord to, well, actually, the wrong place and the right place. But either way, should be interesting. So the score now is 3-1 in favor of Revelation Gaming. This is the 5th matchup of the best of 9. 3-1 for Revelation Gaming. One more will put it to game point, or match point, for Revelation Gaming. Okay, thank you for not being able to hear it, but I'm hoping other people won't hear it as well. Folks, if you hear a static buzz in the background, I apologize, that's my AC. Let me know and I'll go ahead and turn it off if it is affecting the quality of the stream. And don't worry about me. Casters have to suffer to make the game look good. Expansion taken by Unicorn Boy. And, ooh, wow, that is a really fast expansion. He didn't even wall off from Take My Hand. And with the Marine out here to scout, that is a very fast 1-Rax expand. And only 1 gas at this point. Now he went for double gas. Zerglings are out on the map. This one Marine's going to have a hard time dealing with it, but he will not get past the wall-off situation here. Six Zerglings are running into the base. The bunker's going up just a little too late. And he might want to close that. There he goes. Another Marine is going to be out in time. This command center is under severe danger of being taken out. Yes, he's not pulling SCV. Take My Hand is pulling SCVs to get down there and save this. No problem, folks. I'm always happy to cast. Hey, it happens. Don't worry about it. And looks like Take My Hand will hold this off with tremendous ease, as a bunker should go up at this point to prevent further attacks. But however, the command center is currently about to finish building. So, looks like we have 2 base economies from both players, and a Roach Warren is going down. There it is, right there, Roach Warren. Got a couple of Scout Zerglings sitting outside now. Factory. Oh, 2 factories are going down. Interesting. We might see some mech play. Who knows? And this one scouting SCV is about to get caught up with 3 Zerglings chasing after it. Possibly looking out for a third. Double barrack. Double factories. What could he be going for? We have 1 tech lab. I do believe he will go for maybe Widow Mine, I'm not sure. But he is walling off at the ramp right here. This SCV has courageously made it all the way into the map, into the main of our Zerg player. And there are our 3 scouting hero Zerglings right there. Roaches are being sent out on the map, but I feel that'll be pointless against whatever is going on here. Blue Flame, I think he's going mech. I'm not certain, but that looks like he's going mech. It will be very useful against these roaches. So we have a good counter to both sides, but he's going to need a little more. We have a pause. There we go. The game has been resumed, folks. Sorry you didn't have enough time to run to the kitchen and grab a sandwich. But I have a feeling we're going to see some action right here any second now. So we have 4 Hellions. He really should pull this one back. And he's going to need to pull... There he is. Perfect reaction timing. Because the repair is going to have to go down on this bunker. And he is saving the Hellions for any Zerglings that might be running by. Widow Mines will clean this up as he invites them in to prevent the factory from going down. What is going on here? This is an interesting attack. The roaches are being taken out. They've been swarmed all over. And this is going to get easily cleaned up right here. No, don't waste that one. There we go. He is now pretty much have a fortress here. He can't get through. More roaches are being produced, as well as a lair being mutated into a hatchery being mutated into a lair. No third down for the Zerg player just yet. And no third being built. So at this point, I'm going to have to say it does look like he's going for mech. He has 2 armories down, not an engineering bay in sight. And a third does go down for the Zerg player. So So this looks pretty much impenetrable at this point. While our Terran player macros up, attempting to get the best he can out of this mech composition that he is going for. Still a Roach Warren. Tunneling claws are now being researched by our Zerg player. And the Hellions have been saved. Probably going to transform them into Hellbats any time. No third just yet. And a third factory has been placed. 1-1 upgrades, infestation pit. I think he's going for higher tiered units. He probably, maybe, well, he's definitely going to scout it now. He has Overlord speed. Unicorn is going to scout that there's 3 factories and 2 armories. And he's going to know that our Terran player is going mech. What his response will be, nobody knows at the moment. The score right now, Load Blaster is asking, is 3-1 in favor of Revelation Gaming. This is match number 5 of our best of 9. Here we have 3 scouts already sitting there. And will a third go down? I don't see a third. It's getting kind of late. He's going to need that third if he's trying to go mech. He's also going to have to max out these 2. Oh, yeah, he did. I keep calling it Revolution Gaming when it is actually Revelation. And Unicorn is doing the correct thing by getting a 4th. He's going to need this to macro up against this mech army. The only counter to this, because he has no units at this point, is if he properly scouted this, he could have taken these out and taken out the 4th. Therefore denying any type of advantage. Oh, I think he did see it. We might see some roasting going on. Meanwhile, back here, 2 Thors are out. This Queen is going to go. Blue Flame has already been researched. Welcome to Load Blaster. Welcome to the stream. Go ahead and follow if you like what you see. More Clan Wars will be on the way. Right now it is a TVZ. Third is going down. And Take My Hand is floating 800 minerals right now. He needs to start building more tanks and more Hellbats to combat this. The Roaches right here are going to... Ooh, he left behind 2. Is this some kind of clever strategy? Those are going to get roasted. Swarm hosts are being built. Proper counter to that. He did roast some Hellions. I mean, he did roast some drones. So good for him on that part. We have 11 to be precise. And he does scout the 4th. Swarm hosts are out. That was a tremendous amount of gas that was spent. This is why you need Banshees in this type of situation. I don't think Take My Hand's going to like what he's going to see. Oh, wow. He is getting 2 starports. And his 3rd is up. He's going to need to get gas on these if he wants to follow up with his mech build. Creep Tumors, +2 attack, ground. To complement the Swarm hosts are coming up for Zerg player, Unicorn. Meanwhile, Take My Hand is somewhat behind. He's building Thors when he should be getting more tanks to combat these Swarm hosts. Look at these Swarm hosts. These are such devilish little creatures. Swarm hosts are burrowing fairly close. This is going to be quite the nuisance to our Terran player. I just don't think... Okay. Ravens aren't going to do much. He needs Banshees. He needs Banshees to clean this up. moment, the swarm hosts aren't going to do much. Other than take some friendly fire. Or other than take any kind of fire. But this is getting very interesting at this point. So 2 swarm hosts do die. But I do believe he's going to attack the natural. He is pulling back. He's going to have to repair some of these units. He's really going to have to repair. This is getting out of hand. This mech composition is not very ideal. If that tank disappears, it's going to be pretty much curtains. A Thor is gone. He's going to have to repair. He needs to get that Thor up there. He's got to repair that tank. That's his only saving grace right there. Ooh. A couple of Banshees would have cleaned that up, no problem. He is moving out on the map now, which is a mistake. That's a lot of swarm hosts to go up against. He really needs to pull back at this point. His entire mech force is going to get cleaned up. Our Zerg player is taking a 5th very comfortably, and we do have mutas going around the side, and he doesn't have an engineering bay anywhere. No turrets. This is going to get cleaned up all too fast. Our Terran player has lots of minerals. He is not building anything at all. And Take My Hand calls the GG. The score now, folks, is 4-1 in favor of Revelation Gaming. It is going to take me a moment to find our next player, because I believe Path was supposed to play. So we have found our next player, our final player for TrpleT, as we are down 4-1. Revelation Gaming is winning at this point. So let me invite Sanguine to the game. The score now is 4-1. Well, Take My Hand was our ace, but he mismanaged that situation a little bit. He just read it wrong, and the composition did not match what he was trying to do. It was unfortunate. So as Sanguine goes ahead and picks the maps, it will be merry-go-round. I have complete confidence in Sanguine to bring TrpleT back up, but he is the last player. I'm being told that there is a glitch going on. I'm going to have to remake the lobby. We're going to wait for Sanguine to relog in. There's some glitching problems going on. As soon as he logs back in, I will get him back in. There he is. Okay. Yes, that has certainly been the case today. Are we ready? Okay, I'm gonna take it as, that's a yes. Yes, Sanguine is a Terran player. So we will have our, this could be our final matchup. If our blue Zerg player wins, or if our Revelation Gaming Zerg player wins, it will be a 5-1 in favor of Revelation Gaming. Could Sanguine pull off the reverse all kill? Spawning in the close to top right hand corner is our blue Zerg player on the map merry-go-round. Folks, let's give it up for the man who has won 3 games in a row, Revelation Gaming's Unicorn Boy. And spawning in the close to top left hand corner of merry-go-round, he is TrpleT's last hope to swing this around. He is the red Terran player. Let's give it up for Sanguine. There we go. There's our 2 production tabs that everyone likes. So Sanguine learned how to deal. Unicorn apparently knows how to deal with the mech builds that have been going around, because he quickly brought up Swarm Host and kind of delayed that quite a bit. Let's see what's going on here. Let me make sure the stream is up and running correctly. There we go. It is. Okay, good. Good. Let me bring the chat up now. Sorry about that, folks. I just had to make sure that that was running. We have a barracks. We have gas. More than likely it's a Reaper build, a Reaper opening. And we're going to have a Lucky Scout by Unicorn's Drones. Expansion going down for our blue Zerg Unicorn. This is going to be interesting. Just going to check something real quick, folks, right here on my left screen. Promotions. Okay.